Why would I have low views on purpose? Most people freak out when their videos don't get thousands of views quickly, but for me and my clients, that's actually the plan. Many of my episodes only get 10 views in the first week. People who don't know better don't realize that my goal is different. Instead of chasing millions of views, we're chasing millions of dollars. We don't aim for viral, we don't aim for subscribers, we actually target a very specific person who is searching for us. In this video, I'll explain how low views can actually be evidence that your channel is on the right track, that it's actually successful. And you'll understand how high views can actually mean that you're attracting the wrong type of people. You'll learn how to build a YouTube channel that ranks in the right places. It builds authority, it generates leads, even with small numbers. So let's dive right in. So let's explain what I'm talking about, how low views can actually be very valuable. Think about a billboard on the freeway. Okay, there are millions of people perhaps that drive by in a certain period of time. How many of those people are actually interested in what you're advertising on that billboard? Maybe you have a really specific niche, and so billboard advertising might not be the most effective because you might get millions of views but no customers from it. But the type of strategy that I use and that I teach on YouTube, it actually works very, very well. Let's say there's a dream client of yours, okay, and they're asking a very, very specific question. They have a challenge that's very unique, but that's what you do. That's what you help people with. So they go to Google or ChatGPT or they go to YouTube and they type in that really specific question. Now, when you look at the data ahead of time before you film, you find out, okay, there are 10 people that search this exact question every single month. Do I want those 10 people to find me? The answer is absolutely, because they need your services. You don't want them finding a competitor, you don't want them getting lost, but you actually want them to find help. So you make a video that answers that person or those 10 people's very specific question, and you post that video to YouTube, not hoping that it'll go viral, but hoping that it will pull in these 10 people per month. So there are two different strategies on YouTube. One is the one that I've just described, where you're pulling in a very specific person to watch your video, the people asking that specific question, and then the other is to generate ad revenue on YouTube. In that case, you want millions of views. You don't care who the people are. You just want views, you want subscribers so that YouTube will pay you. Most of the channels that we watch on YouTube for entertainment are this kind, the kind where they just want as many views as possible. So we're used to seeing that. We're used to the language and the hype and the excitement around those type channels. And so if you find a channel that's actually using the strategy I'm teaching, you might look down at the view number and think, wow, that's kind of a low number. I wonder why this channel isn't more successful. But behind the scenes, you can actually see that there's hundreds of these little marketing machines that are pulling in the right people. But people watching these videos don't feel like they're being sold to. These aren't promo videos. These are videos that answer their questions. They're helpful videos. And so it's helping them find people that they want to find. So the strategy that I'm talking about, it's actually called answer engine optimization. The strategy's been around for about 12 years. It hasn't been called that for that long. I've been calling it the leaf strategy for this time, but search engines have evolved. So Google is more of an answer engine today than it ever was a website search engine, because you can go to Google and ask questions and Google will provide you the best answer. YouTube's also a very good answer engine. And now today we have new answer engines like ChatGPT and other AI tools. Now I've got another video, and I'll link to it right up here, explaining the difference between answer engine optimization and generative engine optimization. There's really no optimization on the generative side, but there is the term coined GEO that people are talking about. You've experienced both. The answer engine means that the AI tools will do all the research for you and find the correct answer. It'll find a human answer, something that's actually real and not made up by AI. Where generative engine, that's an amazing tool, but when we're looking for answers, we don't want things that are made up. We want the facts. We want real quotes from real people. We want real resources. We only want generative when we do want it to make something up, like to create some beautiful poetry or a graphic or do some of the editing for us. So the strategy that we use on YouTube, You might think it sounds similar to search engine optimization. We use some of the same terms, but it's not search engine anymore. It's answer engine optimization, and that's way easier than the SEO that existed back pre-2015. Back then, you focused on keywords, but today, you don't need to worry about the keywords. You don't need to put keywords in your title or your description or your tag field. Today, answer engine optimization focuses on the questions. So instead of keyword research, you're doing question research. Now, what's confusing to a lot of business owners on YouTube is there's tools like TubeBuddy, or there's tools like vidIQ, and they still do keyword research or show you keywords that are 2 words or 3 words or 4 words long, but that doesn't even work. You can't put keywords throughout your video and rank in search. No matter how much you use those tools, it's not going to help you pull in people that are searching for you. So what does work? Well, you have to do question research, and those tools just don't give you the questions. So how do you find the questions? I'll address that in just a minute. So the next question I want to address is, how do you know if it's working? So if you're doing this answer engine optimization, or you look at a video and it's got such a low number of views, how do you know that you're actually successful? So I'm going to introduce you to Dan Good. Okay, this is his channel. He's a ghostwriter. He's an expert on all things books and writing and publishing. If you look at his videos, a video that was posted yesterday, it's got 14 views. 3 days ago, 19 views, 23 views, 50 views, 8 views, 32, 8, 7. So is this YouTube channel successful? Right, now we're in the analytics, and if we come here to the analytics tab, click on advanced mode and come over here to traffic source report. Look at the different sources of traffic, and you'll see that in the last 28 days, we've actually had 4,152 views. 52% of that has come from YouTube search. So we've had 2,174 views from search. That's the gold. This channel is wildly successful. And I'll add a little bit to that. Check this out. If I click on external, we see that we're getting an additional 206 views on our videos from Google search. You'll see ChatGPT there. You'll see ChatGPT further down. So these numbers are just starting to pick up, but these are on top of that YouTube search, the couple thousand views that we're getting every single month. So the real metrics you look at to know if your channel is successful is, how many views is my channel getting from search? How many views did I have last month? How many views do I have this month? And then come back a month later, how many views am I now getting? And you'll see increasing trajectory like that if you're doing things right. You can also go to YouTube itself and type in the questions that you made videos about. So taking a step back, you do that question research, you find a real specific question, let's say it's 10 words long, that question becomes the title of your video. You post that video to YouTube, and then when you go into YouTube and you search for that question, your video should be ranking at the top. Now, as you keep track of all of these, let's say you filmed 20 different videos, and then you start launching them day after day or week after week. And so after a period of time, let's say all 20 of them are launched, when you check to see how many places you're ranking at the top of YouTube, you should find yourself ranking for the majority of those. And a lot of those videos actually rank in multiple places. So what this does for you is it positions you as the go-to leader in your space. Right now, you're an expert. And this strategy turns you from an expert into a thought leader, the go-to authority in your space. So if you're chasing views, you're playing the wrong game. But if you really want to build authority, you want to become that go-to thought leader, the sought-after leader in your space, then I really am excited to teach you the LEAF strategy. Now, I teach a webinar most every week, so it's a live webinar. There's Q&A at the end, where I really go in depth on the LEAF strategy. I teach you how to find the questions and how to make the videos that'll pull in the right type of traffic. But I'm going to teach you how to pull in this search traffic of these dream clients that are searching for you. They just don't know how to find you. To register for the webinar, you can go to theleafstrategy.com. So leaf like leaves on a tree, theleafstrategy.com. We'll spend an hour together on Zoom where you can learn the ins and outs of the strategy. You'll learn the 5 ingredients and how to implement it so you can turn YouTube into a lead generation machine for your business. I'll see you there.